Welcome to the Reiki Corner with Helen Borth.
I have a few items I would like to share with you, talk with you about it, that have to do with aspects of the Reiki class itself. First of all, I get a lot of questions about the attunements. And it seems as if not much is given as information when one takes a first or second or third degree concerning attunements. And having done this now for so many years, and with the help of Larry, for seeing what the attunements do in each person's field when they sit for a first degree class, for example, and that attunement is a formation that is very helpful in becoming the practitioner, so that you can transmit the energy maybe a little fuller, a little different, a little higher frequency. These attunements, we find it would be very helpful if you have the opportunity to do a treatment for someone, or more than a someone, so that the attunement gets activated. It needs to be used and put into service as much as possible, so that it keeps almost like changing and growing, or whatever it does, all by itself. And we can tell then if there is not many opportunities to use the Reiki. For sure you would use it on yourself, that would help activate it. But to use it for other people, otherwise it seems to, how should I say, go limp.
Dormant, right?
It goes dormant. So we want to activate it. That's why I have had a Reiki sharing once a month for as long as I can remember, at least 25 years. Once a month, always, for people to come and get a treatment and do a treatment to keep that attunement activated, and that it can keep growing and changing. So I would like to invite people to come to a meeting, like a Reiki awareness meeting, for free on the 10th of January at 10 o'clock, so that we can update our information and our awareness about what happens in these individual aspects of Reiki. So first of all, we would spend some time on attunements, and have some pictures of what actually is happening for people, because every person receives the attunement differently. Every single person. The second thing I'd like to talk about is transmission. To transmit energy. I wonder if you really know that just thinking is already transmitting energy. Just touching something, you have transmitted energy. When we work with the intention of transmitting the Reiki, what I'm concerned about for a number of people, and actually everybody, is that we need to understand, first and foremost, that we are a spiritual being, and that we are open and willing to transmit from that aspect of us, rather than the human part, which has wondering and is it working, and should I be doing this, or should I move now, or should I stay here, and all those questions that come up. to do it a high-level transmission, let's leave the questions out. That doesn't help to be wondering, because who we really are knows nothing about wondering. So we don't want to come in transmission from that place, knowing now that we transmit all the time. So on the idea of exchange of energy, I want to make sure people understand that the healer is actually available to transmit, but the healee is the person who draws the energy through the healer, and from their spiritual aspect, their body, their soul, their spirit knows exactly what they need and where the energy should go. So that's a second aspect of part of Reiki where we can be free from results. Free from results. Then the third aspect would be what I would call divine indifference. And that would be when you transmit to have no concern what you're doing. You allow it to be. Just place it in the consciousness of divine indifference. Indifference does not mean not to have the compassion, but just divine indifference. And then the last part would be the concentric circles. The symbol for infinity that we teach in every class of Reiki. So we'll meet you on the 10th at 10 o'clock at the Institute of Self-Awareness for a general meeting.